Hi again, everybody. Dan here. Today I'd like to talk about the difference between what I call throw-together bands and rehearsal bands. A throw-together band is a band where you just basically get a show and find the players. And a rehearsal band is where you get a band and rehearse and work on your parts and try to sound really good and then play shows. Now both of those kinds of bands have drawbacks and positive things about them. The good thing about throw-together bands is that you can play a lot of gigs and you don't have to worry about rehearsal that much. It's always good to do a little bit, but you can get interchangeable players and you can play lots of gigs in a short period of time. Your ceiling for pay is probably limited because you can't do things like really complicated harmonies, and song transitions aren't going to be that good usually because you have to have everyone together to rehearse them out. So for my first years of playing, I did a lot of throw-together bands. I would just get guys and go play shows, and that's also a good way. It's a good way to do it. But I'm not to the point now where I got tired of doing that because the pay is limited. I want to get to the point where with a rehearsal band we can rehearse beginnings of songs, endings of songs, transitions between songs. We can have stage moves rehearsed out. We can have harmonies rehearsed out. And to me, that's exciting, getting to the point where we have a real exciting, fun show, because the ceiling for pay is a lot higher if you have a great show. And if you look at shows that are really good bands that play great shows, you know it takes a lot of work. But the drawback to that is you have to get committed members. And like I said earlier, that one guy, Chuck Hughes, said, you're only as good as your least committed member. So it's harder to do that, and I've been trying to do that for a couple of years now. It's really hard to find players that are willing to spend a lot of time on the promise of making money in the future. It just is. They want to get paid now, a lot of musicians, and they're just looking to make extra money, and they just don't see the ceiling, which is much better for a rehearsal band. So that's why I do that as opposed to just doing throw-together bands. But I still might do that in the future just to get some gigs to stay sharp. But to me, I just got bored with that, so I'm going to do a rehearsal band from now on. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good night, everybody.